Wessex blades, my inbox sort of lit up when I mentioned I was going to do the vid tomorrow, so I'll try and do the vid today. So I've got as much light as I can just to show this off. The order was for Molly lock that went into the webbing, obviously, so I've got to get the spacing right to put the Molly lock slot things in. And it was for a Butanto as well. But one of the extra details was that there wanted to be an extra form of retention, just to virtually eliminate any chance of the knife getting lost. So even with the usual snap clunk that you get in the Kydex that we work for in order to get our skills up to get this retention really good, we want it to be belt and braces as well. So what I've come up with is this end here. So with a paracord cleat thing there, this just pops off, and then you've got the usual Kydex retention. I sort of blacked up the blade a little bit just to take the edge off the shine. The actual retention is as good as I can do anyway, so that's never coming out as far as I can foresee. But the end is held on paracord there, and that knot is done tightly, so when it's actually in position here, when it's in position there, that's quite taut. The slack is then taken up with the cleat. So now the end is held on there, it can't move anyway, and that's done up tight, so this end that's moulded on the pommel is keeping it into the Kydex sheath it's mounted in. So that's basically what the additional point was there. And I've been messing about, it's about the 5th one before I worked out a way of doing it, and I actually managed to find one of these. So I've nicked it off one of these boonie hats. That's exactly what I needed, and now obviously I can source these from AliExpress or whatever in order to do this sort of concept again if I was going to do it. But it's quite cool actually that my paracord chops have been pretty non-existent up until about 4 or 5 months ago, and so I've tackled this, been able to do just little nominal sort of lobster ends. But now I've done that, I think that's quite cool. Now I don't know whether anybody else has come up with anything like it, but it seems pretty simple to show you on video what it is. Obviously it's my concept. I've contacted a couple of people, and should that be of use to them, I'm going to be giving them my permission to use this concept. But technically speaking, I've looked today, and there's Cold Steel also do a Marauder, and there's a PMP or something that do a Berserker. So I'm trying to keep stuff that is I've come up with in my little. My inbox is literally firing off left, right, and centre with this Instagram post. So there's the video for it. And to get it out, if you had that end on, is a case of undoing that. It comes off and it's out. It's just one more operation. That's all it is. And then to put it on, you roll that down, and then that would be the transit sort of way of carrying it. You carry it like that, done up, the end held tight. It could obviously still be mounted sideways, vertical, that way around, or it can be done that way, so there's even less chance. But the spec was that if it was mounted upside down, so I suppose like that guy in was it Rambo, when the guy said knife please, he said here like that, and it was literally clamped to his flak jacket. That sort of carry this should eliminate all chances of it actually coming out and getting lost. So it's WPR, Wessex Pommel Retainer or Retention. I've done an Instagram post, but at least I've done this now. I could go into doing the actual sheath as well. The sheath is actually a snow shovel as well, so even with like that, you can actually use it to shovel snow. Won't be great, but I left the end like that. There are actually other options, but it's bushcraft orientated wood carver.